Hello and welcome to the Charting Emissions from Food Services, or CHEFS, introductory video. My name is Tim Ryder, and in the following minutes I'll be guiding you through setting up a new account, accessing the tool, and utilizing its functions. To begin, open Internet Explorer 9, as the tool is built to be viewed in this browser, and navigate to www.cleanair-coolplanet.org/CHEFS. In order to access the online tool, you must register a new account, if you do not have one already. Beneath the login box is a link to the account creation page. Click this link to continue. On the new page, fill in all fields and note your username and password. Then click Login. This will take you to a new page which will be referred to as the CHEFS homepage from this point forward. If you already have an account, log in on the previous page and you will be taken to the same home screen. In the top right corner of the CHEFS home screen, you will find links to an About page, which includes a brief history of the tool, a PDF of frequently asked questions, in addition to upcoming webinars, suggestions, and technical support. Underneath the user and institution names are two large buttons, Lists and Help. Help will bring you to a list of common problems, which, once selected, provide a detailed outline of their solutions. Lists is the default selection and will display any previously created lists. In order to begin creating lists, click Create Lists on the right side of the screen. On this new page, enter a name for the list, in addition to any other information you have available, including the number of meals served, and selecting a start and end date for the data collection process. Finally, any additional notes you have about this list will be helpful later on. The next step is to begin populating this list with ingredients. In order to do so, click the Add Ingredient button on the right side of the screen and a new window will appear. A list of expandable item categories is displayed on the left, while specific information fields are empty on the right. Currently, only the amount and distance are required, but the brand and user note fields, while not necessary, are instrumental in organizing data later on. Under the To Warehouse section are 4 drop-down lists which determine which life cycle information is used to calculate the emissions for an ingredient. Upon selecting an ingredient, such as ground beef, default values will appear. Beneath the name of the selected ingredient is a note section, which details the methodology behind the data. For this example, we will input 150 pounds with the placeholder text and leave the default values. Once you have finished entering your data into the tool, click the Add Ingredient button in the bottom left. This will save the ingredient to the list. In order to add another ingredient, click the Add Ingredient button again. Some ingredient data comes from a source known as the U.S. Input-Output Database, which is a method for determining carbon emissions that does not allow for the breakdown of agricultural and processing data, as is the case with roasted coffee. In this example, I will input 100 pounds of coffee. As you will notice, under the To Warehouse section, where there are normally 4 drop-down bars, these are grayed out. You cannot input this data for any input-output database sourced information. Once you have finished populating the ingredient list, click Save List, the second to last button on the right side of the box, which will return you to the CHEFS homepage. Upon selecting one of the newly created lists, the tool will perform calculations and the emissions in terms of metric tons of CO2 equivalent will be displayed, in addition to the emissions in terms of annual energy consumption of a U.S. home and barrels of oil. At the bottom of the page, a chart is displayed which graphically illustrates a breakdown of the emissions. The chart can be displayed by category, gas type, or stage. Upon hovering over a selection of the graph, more detailed information is shown, and clicking a section will pop it out from the whole. Next to the Chart tab is the List Summary tab, which will provide a breakdown of the equivalent CO2 for each ingredient, percentage of total weight, percentage of total emissions, whether it is input-output data, and the carbon intensity for that product. This data can then be exported to a spreadsheet. When the dialog appears, click Save. At the very bottom of the List tab, the totals are displayed. Once the list has been created, it is possible to edit and delete. In order to delete a list, select the one you wish to delete, click the Delete button, and Yes on the dialog box which appears. To edit a list, select it and click Edit List. This will return you to the previously created page and allows you to easily change data entries. Once you have completed editing the list, save and return to the CHEFS homepage. Once you have completed your analysis, near the middle of the CHEFS homepage, next to the user field, is a small logout button. Upon clicking this, you will be returned to the login page. That is the end of our introductory tutorial. Please feel free to contact us at Clean Air Cool Planet with any further questions. Thank you very much for watching.